Hey everybody, it is just after the Sony PlayStation press conference, and we're sitting here with Peter Dille, who's SVP of Marketing for the company, just to follow up on a couple things. Obviously, the first one is, well, we kind of already knew before the press conference, but let's talk about PSP GO for a second. You guys showed that off, and you have one there, actually.
There's the white PSP GO, as they made a big deal about at the press conference. I know that a lot of people are looking forward to seeing this in the flesh and in person. We couldn't be more excited about this new PSP GO. It's a great device for the people who want to carry their content with them, are completely comfortable with digital content like your readers. We also talked about the advent of Media Go, which is replacing Media Manager. So now you've got a digital locker to store all your content, which is a great way to keep track of all the movies, games, TV shows that you're downloading. So it's going to come out October 1st in the States. And we also talked about just a really wonderful PSP software lineup that's going to go along with this, highlighted by the launch of GT for PSP on October 1st.
You don't have that on there, do you? All right. So, release-wise, I don't know if you can talk. What colors are we getting?
Yeah, we'll have both white and black at launch, and we're looking at bringing additional colors into the marketplace post-launch. But we know that people like to carry around something that's a reflection of themselves, and colors are a great way to accessorize the unit. So look for white and black at launch, and maybe some other colors down the road.
Now, perhaps not specific to PSP GO, but you guys did announce the video download service has gotten a bit of an upgrade and is now very PSP friendly.
Yeah, a couple updates there today. One, we announced a number of new partners on the video delivery service, which is really great. We've got a very robust lineup of who's who in Hollywood. We added a number of new partners today, but we also announced that the video delivery service is now native to the PSP. So when this comes out on October 1st, that'll already happen. But today, if you have an existing PSP 3000, you'll be able to access the video service directly from any Wi-Fi hotspot. Before, you had to go through the PC to get the content down to the PSP or through your PS3, but now you can access the video store the same way you've been accessing the game store, directly from a Wi-Fi hotspot. So a much tighter integration into the PlayStation network.
Now, you'd think from what we're talking about, all you guys talked about was PSP at the press conference, but that's not the case. You guys talked a lot about your PlayStation 3 lineup, and you talked about stuff that was due this year and stuff coming next year. You also revealed some kind of very unique new titles, so you want to talk to us about those?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this year we've got an unrivaled software lineup, which was really going to be a differentiator for the PlayStation 3 this year. It's really an embarrassment of riches, and we had a struggle to fit everything into what was almost a 2-hour press conference. But we started off the show here today with Uncharted 2, a fantastic sequel to a great game from Naughty Dog, and really didn't let up from there. So Uncharted 2, I guess you want to talk about some new IP as well. MAG is a game that's blowing people away. We demonstrated 256 players playing online from the stage here today. Never been done before. Only on PlayStation 3 can you see something like MAG. Mod Nation Racing, which is a game that really picks up where Little Big Planet left off with the play, create, share aspect of Little Big Planet. You'll be able to do the same thing in Mod Nation Racing, where you can create your own tracks, upload them to the network, trade them with friends, share them with friends, and download their creations as well. So personalization and customization, user-generated content, a big part of the PlayStation experience on both Little Big Planet and coming soon to Mod Nation.
So one of the games that you guys closed the show with was just a tiny look at Last Guardian, which is, the internet knows as Trico, and most fans know as the third game from Fumito Ueda. But what can you tell us about it?
Well, you're right. There's been a lot of speculation about what Ueda-san has been working on, and The Last Guardian is that game. It's a gorgeous game that really is only possible on PlayStation 3. I think we have a history at E3 at our press conference to give our PlayStation Nation fans a glimpse of not just the games they'll be playing this year. So it's not just about the God of Wars and the MAGs and Uncharted 2, but give them something a little bit further out. So Ueda-san is working on this game that really rounds out that trilogy. It's something that the gamers have been looking forward to. It was great to see the reaction in the auditorium here, with people just howling and cheering over that trailer. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a lot more on that soon.
Now, besides showing the future of software for PlayStation 3, we got a tech demo of new technology for the system that is apparently coming out in spring 2010. So tell us what you can about that motion controller.
Sure. It's again, motion control is something that we know a lot about from going back to the iToy and the PlayStation camera. And I think what Rick Marks and Anton were showing off was a tech demo, a glimpse into how we'll be able to adapt that technology through a very precise control mechanism that uses a controller with a light sensing diode as well as a trigger. So the combination of those three means, from our perspective, we'll be able to do not just great casual games where you've got some movement, but also add to it the precision and intricacy of some different gameplay techniques that they started to show glimpses of just from a tech perspective. I think, though, that the real story is when the audience and the third-party community and our development studios start to adapt that technology into the games. Really, the imagination is the only limitation to what you'll be able to see.
And so the important question is, are you guys sending out dev kits yet, or are you still in the research phase?
We're a little bit past the research phase. We're actually having conversations with the third-party community. The dev kits have started to go out to the third parties as well. They're working on the tech. They couldn't be more excited about it. And I think, again, this plays back to the PlayStation message that there's a 10-year product life cycle, that only PlayStation gives you gaming experiences that touch all demographics, all audiences, and we want motion control to be part of that going forward.
All right, well, thank you very much, sir. We are actually going to go play all your stuff now, and for folks at home, be sure and check our live show because there's going to be a ton of PS3 and PSP content on it.